Hello, and welcome to a user guide for the Regional Parks and Trails Equity Tool. On the home page, you will find a general overview about what this tool does and ways in which you might find this tool useful. Feel free to read this at your leisure. To begin using the tool, notice the tabs on the top of the screen. First, let's go to the system map. This tab provides a general overview of population characteristics across the Twin Cities region, along with mapping the locations of our regional parks and trails. The map takes a couple seconds to load, so please be patient. You will notice that there are several data sources available for you to map. Click on the question mark for more information. Once you have decided on your data source, select the specific variable of interest from the drop-down menu. Once you've decided on the variable you'd like to map, notice that you can get more information about the various areas by clicking on them. Also note that you can add parks and trails by their status. If you have questions, click on the question mark for more information about the terminology used here. For simplicity, let's just look at existing parks. Zoom in on the map to get a bit more information and see other data layers that we've added. In red, you can see the active transit stops. Orange show the park entrances, and blue markers show public water access points. You might be curious to measure the distance between various points. Click on this line tool. Click on your starting point and hover over your ending point to see the distance in feet. You can double click to end the line. Let's delete this line and add a more complicated distance measurement. You can add multiple segments of your line here. And again, double click to finish the line. You can toggle these extra layers, like the transit stops, on and off by accessing the Layer menu button. Let's turn off active transit stops, we'll turn off water access, and turn off park entrances. We can also toggle on and off the population data and the parks and trails. Notice that we do have the option to show aerial photography as well. There's also a layer that masks out various rivers and lakes across the region, and you can also add agency boundaries. Finally, notice that there is this option of a buffer layer. The buffer layer corresponds to this menu item of choosing the buffer distances. However, it is not toggled on automatically. Click the question mark if you have more questions about the buffer distances. Notice that we can change the diameter of these buffer distances. Buffers brings us to the next tab in this tool. Click the unit level data. Here you will see summarized values for all of the regional parks and trails. These values combine the data from the American Community Survey on population characteristics along with the buffer geometries that we were just looking at in the System Map tab. In essence, what we've done here is create a weighted average where each census block group or tracts which have a greater overlap within a given buffer area from a specific park or a trail, and also areas that have higher populations more strongly influence the final summarized value for each park or trail. You can click on any one of these icons for more information and a description in plain English. Again, agencies can be added, the buffer distance can be changed, and units can be toggled on and off by their status. You can also change and pick any one of these population characteristics variables. Notice that you'll also be able to right-click and copy this image if you wish to save it. You can also download all of this raw data if you wish to make your own visualization or perform another analysis on the data. The Notes tab provides a bit more documentation about what we've done here. We hope that this tool is useful in your work and helps you understand the spatial context of the Twin Cities region, regional parks and trails as it relates to the people who live here.